Hello, virtual students. I forgot to push play, so I'm going to go back through and pause. That way you can have the answer, but you should have a positive and negative for all your answers. Okay, that's 3, 5, and here we are to 7. Okay, so we need to move the 9, so minus 9. Gosh dang it. Minus 9, minus 9. What's 25 minus 9? 16. Okay, are we ready to square root? Yeah, so we can say square root. On the left, we're going to have x equals
Positive 4, negative 4.
Positive 4, negative 4. Okay. How come we have two answers? Why do we have two answers?
Because it could go either way. Maybe 2 negatives or 2 positives.
Yes, okay, so you could say 4 times 4, okay, that would give you 16, or negative 4 times negative 4 also gives you 16. Okay, now, this is the 3 to 4 step is what we're getting into, okay? So, when we do 3 to 4 step, you always do that addition or subtraction first. Okay, so what needs moved? The minus 9, okay? So we always do the addition or subtraction first. So we're going to say minus 9, minus 9. Now, 16x squared. What's 13 minus 9? 4. Okay, now what? We divide by 16. X squared equals, and we got 4 over 16. Okay, so now what?
It'd be 2 over 4. So half.
So we square root. Okay, and this is kind of maybe going to take some thinking. It shouldn't, but so you got x equals, what is the square root of 4?
2.
2 and?
4.
No. 2 and what?
Negative 2.
Negative 2.
Let's write it 2 times.
Yeah. Okay, what's the square root of 16? 4 and negative 4. Okay, so, but when you do this, it's kind of tricky because when you look at it, what is this one? What is a negative over a negative? It's a positive. And so you only put the negative once, okay? Because if you put it twice, this is the same thing, okay? And so you could even just solve for this part and then just put negative, the negative version of it, okay? But you can't have the two negatives. Okay, because then it makes it a positive. So either put the negative somewhere with 1, but you only need 1. Okay, otherwise a negative over a negative is technically still a positive. So you just wrote the same answer twice. Okay. What's another version of 2 over 4? 1 over 2. Okay. 11, what needs moved? The minus 4. Okay, so we got 4x squared. What's 200 minus 4?
196.
196. Okay, now what? Divide by 4. Divide by 4. Does that simplify 196 over 4?
14 over 2.
Huh?
14 over 2.
14 over 2? Okay, so you can either, there's two options, okay? You can either leave it like this, or if you had typed it in on your calculator, you should have gotten what? 49. Okay, either way, you're ready to square root, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you square root, or square root, I'm going to put an or right here. Okay, what is the square root of 196?
Hold on. 98.
14. Oh, what you typed in, buddy?
196 divided by 2.
No, we got to do square root. We can't do divide by 2. Okay, and then a square root of 4 is 2. What is 14 over 2? 7. It's just 7. What's the square root of 49? 7. Okay, so either way works, but you should get 7 over negative 7 as your answer, or negative 14 over 2 negative 14 over 2. Okay, so either one of these would work. Okay, look at 13. What needs moved first?
The negative 7.
The negative 7. So minus 7, I know what you meant. But 5x squared, what's 12 minus 7? 5, then what? Then divide by 5. So I got x squared equals, what's 5 over 5? 1. Okay, now what?
1 negative 1.
Before that? Square root, square root. Okay, so we got x equals, and yeah, it's going to be 1 and negative 1. Oh, can you take this down to question too? Okay, look at 15. My bad. What needs moved first?
The minus 8.
The minus 8. So we got minus 8, minus 8. So I got 10n squared. What's 498 minus 8?
490.
490. Now what?
Divide.
Divide by 10. So I got n squared equals what? 490 over 10. You can do that. Or yes, Sam, you can do the 49. Okay, now what? We're ready to square root. Okay, the 49 is almost easier. What's the square root of 49? 7. 7. Okay, if you do this method, what's the square root of 490? 70. And the square root of 10? No, it's not. There isn't one. Okay, and so sometimes you're going to get to a fraction where if you can't, and type in a square root of 10, see what you get on your calculator, okay? If you get some kind of weird decimal in that bit, then you're going to know that that one doesn't actually work, and you probably need to simplify the fraction beforehand, okay? And so you can't really simplify a square root of 10.
Where you get the 7 and negative 7?
Because the square root of 49 is 7 and negative 7. Boys, hey. We got the 49 though by that division. Okay, 17. What needs to move first? The 9. So we say minus 9 minus 9. 9a squared equals 4. Okay, now what? Divide. Okay, and you should be able to tell if the fraction is going to simplify or not, or if you can just square root it. And in this one, is 4 a perfect square? What about 9? Is 9 a perfect square? Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
And so
I'm about to stop answering questions.
you're fine. And so this one, you can do that without trying to reduce the fraction, okay? So we can square root, so you're going to have 2 over 3 and negative 2 over 3. Okay, last one. What needs to move first? Minus 3, minus 3. So I got 9x squared equals... Huh? 144. Okay, divided by 9, divided by 9. So I got x squared equals what? I would check the fraction and see if that simplifies. Does it?
No.
You didn't check it. 144 over 9? 16. Okay, you just say 144 divided by 9. If you get a whole number, then it probably is going to work.
I get a square root.
Okay? Oh, I'll help you in just a second. So square root. Yeah, x equals, and it's going to be 4, negative 4. Okay, the even ones are for you, so get them done.